Hi guys, today is the 7th of March 2019 at 7:25 in the evening over here in the UK, and obviously looking out between today and tomorrow, the 8th of March, something happening. In connection with that interpretation, I just wanted to bring very quickly the kind of fact that we've got six figures on this side, six figures on this side. I was looking at it, so I was thinking, oh, six figures then the 7th, it could be this way, six figures then the 7th. And then my eyes were drawn to the back because of the illuminated rabbit or hair on the back. And I know that this is the number 7, so I'm thinking, okay, if this is the 7th of March, then could this possibly be telling us something about the 8th of March? And obviously, I see an F here. I think you guys, let me make this bigger actually, even bigger. Okay, so in the background here, you can see the number 7 and you can see the F. So what I'm thinking is this is telling us 7th of March, March the Mad here, that kind of connection. And then we've got, in terms of the figures in the actual room itself leading up to that point, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the 8 character, and then in this section there's 3 leaves. So I'm seeing 8 and 3, or that could be March the 8th. The F could stand for Friday, March the 8th. So that's tomorrow. So keep an eye out. That's exactly where the rabbit is looking, or the hare is looking. The hare has reference to underground, so it's possible that today, the 7th, people who are connected with this whole video could be going underground or to safe places coming on to Friday the 8th, where we've got this character kind of peeking, hidden in the background, almost like it's the one hidden, the one that should be paid attention to. Again, particularly because it's got direct eye contact there. It's the 8th character, 3 leaves above the F. It's all March the 8th, that's what it says there. And then it rolls on to the next scene where we have the 7 on the ground. It's in the darkness. The circle of light is around here. Again, the circle of light is, to me, a torchlight. A torchlight following the apple across the floor as it rolls across. Why is it a torchlight? Because it just went dark. According to the screen or the scene before, everything went dark, and then we've got the emergency exit lighting up. We've got the blue and red color scheme, so that's emergency. So emergency alert, national emergency, maybe to do with the UK, maybe the US, maybe both. But that's what it seems to be saying. Gone dark. So again, some connection to 1 second. There we go. Electricity or a power outage of some kind. So keep an eye out for that. Obviously, on this apple, we've got the interpretation for the volcano eruption happening. Said it before, you've got the number 8 in the middle here, drawn with the roots and the shadow, and the F coming off of it. So again, it's like the scene before with the rabbit and the vine leaves. You've got the F reference, you've got the 8 reference, and you've got the 1, 2, 3 reference. So 1, 2, 3, March 8th, tomorrow, Friday. So keep an eye out for anything volcanic, tsunami-like happening in connection with volcano, Stromboli, Mount Etna, La Cumbre de Vieja, Kilauea, excuse me, are the top suspects. Obviously, again, because the 7 has gone dark, it seems to be suggesting the 7th, which would be today, is over, and we're on the 8th of March, if that's the correct interpretation. Sometime in the night, I'm guessing or thinking, if we're going by the time reference outside of the classroom, then that would put us at either 12 or 2 o'clock, various time differences. So I'm sorry, I can't pin it down exactly, but just be very cautious and wary that a possible interpretation for tomorrow or later on tonight is coming out in that classroom scene. Again, with the exit in the classroom, there's a reference to 3:30. That's when children finish school. So keep an eye around that time as well for something happening. I talked about the Justin Timberlake concert in Las Vegas tomorrow. Keep an eye out for that. There's so many different events. I can't keep track of them all. I'm trying to just bring all the ones that have come to my attention. And obviously, tomorrow is the first ADAR 2, and it is the day that the 9th plague was set upon Egypt historically, which was the plague of darkness. So again, if we're looking at this video and we're seeing after the 7th coming on to the 8th, there's an indication of darkness or lights going out, a reference to some form of emergency, then it could all be connecting obviously to the Hebrew calendar. The 9th plague is darkness, everything else is dark, torchlight only. Again, the scene before, everything goes dark, emergency lights only. So even in the beginning of the video, everything else is dark, emergency lights only. So as I say, keep an eye out for something potentially happening tomorrow. In connection with the Jewish calendar, after tomorrow, 6 weeks after tomorrow, it would be the day that the Exodus happened, which would be April the 19th. So keep an eye on April the 19th for anything happening Exodus-like. Obviously, there's many different ways that could unfold in the modern day. Just be cautious, be wary that there's a potential for something occurring on that day if they are trying to manipulate biblical and historical events, which we have seen, particularly with the Valentine's Day massacre. That was a big one. Now, the 29th of March, Brexit, is when it's supposed to happen. Obviously, no deal has been struck as of yet, but there's something interesting I discovered when I was thinking of possible codes, and I call this one the simple code because it is simple, and it starts, I'm going to do it in the UK, actually I'll do it in the American format. So we're doing 9/11 2001. Now all I did was simply add 1 to each of the dates, so 1 to the month, 1 to the day, and 1 to the year. Please bear with me because I usually write in UK format, so please excuse me if I go a bit wrong, but I'm just going to keep going until we get to 2019 and you'll see where we appear. I think it's pretty obvious from what I showed you just before, so bear with me. I'll try and do it as quickly as possible. 13, I have to remember the month is on the first. The month is the first one. Okay, just trying to make it easy for people while making it very difficult for myself. Okay, so now we go to 1 and 15 or 5. I'm not even going to bother. I'll do that afterwards. Kind of thinking maybe I should have just done this prior to actually making the video. Well, it's interesting, interactive we'll call it. You're involved in the process. So we're at 2008 so far. We're getting there. I think I'm getting faster, just a little bit. I think in the American format. So nearly there. Well, those of you who are able to skip ahead, you'll be able to jump forward in the video. I'm not exactly sure what the time code will be as I'm making the video right now, but you'll be able to do it once I upload the video, so you won't have to sit there watching me do all of this unless that's what you want to do. So we have one more date to enter and we arrive at March 29th, 2019. And I don't know if there's any significance in that simple code, as I call it. 1 + 1 + 1, just adding 1 to the day, 1 to the month, 1 to the year. Since 2001, since 9/11, 2001, 18 years, 18 days, 18 months later, brings us to March 29th, 2019. So that's another significant date to watch. That's it. The 8th of March, be watchful. Volcanic eruption, tsunami, some sort of blackout, EMP, cyber attack, power station meltdown. I'm not sure which. All of them could be used. And then the 29th of March, Brexit Day, Obviously, I don't know if the simple code has any um, bearing in reality, but it was interesting that just adding 1 and 1 and 1 brought us to a very significant date for something major, Britain leaving the EU, and no deal has been struck as of yet. And then there's April 19th, Exodus. So, you guys, that's all I got for you. Have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and may the Heavenly Father bless you.